While the auto waits, Indian version. A bustling marketplace in Delhi with narrow lanes filled with vendors shouting their wares, the aroma of freshly cooked samosas and the honking of rickshaws filling the air. Characters Aarti, a young spirited woman in her mid 20s, dressed in a simple kurta and jeans who work at a small NGO. Ravi, a middle class man in his late 20s, wearing a formal shirt and trousers trying to make ends meet as a clerk in a government office. The auto driver, Kaka, a wise and observant old man with a white beard, always keeping an ear out of interesting conversations. Story. It was a warm January afternoon in Delhi. Aarti was sitting on a beach near a crowded chai stall. It chutney choke. The rickety auto rickshaw she has hired waiting just a few steps away. The auto driver, whom everyone called Kaka, leaned against his vehicle, sipping tea from her cool heart while watching the world go by. Aarti adjusted her dupatta and pretended to read a book in her hand. Her eyes darting towards the street corner every few seconds, she seemed impatient. But there was an air of expectation about her. Soon Ravi appeared, holding a bunch of marigolds he had bought from a nearby vendor. He was slightly out of breath, having hurried through the busy lanes. Sorry I am late, Ravi said, flashing a sheepish smile. The line at the flower shop was endless. Aarti rolled her eyes but smiled. You always have an excuse. Let me guess your bus was late too. Ravi laughed. This time it was just the flowers. The two sat on the bench, talking quietly, their voices blending with the cacophony of street sounds. Kaka, from his spot near the auto, noticed their easy camaraderie and began to piece together the story. Flashback. Aarti and Ravi had met 6 months ago at the same market, where Aarti had accidentally dropped a bag of groceries. Ravi, who happened to be nearby, had helped her gather him. A casual thank you turned into a conversation, and soon they found themselves meeting at the market every week, pretending it was a coincidence. What started as small talk grew into deep discussion about their lives, ambitions, and dreams. Aarti shared stories of her work with unprivileged children, while Ravi spoke of his dream to one day open his own bookstore. The meetings were always brief, an hour or so at the most, because Aarti would hire Kaka's auto to drop her back home after their chats, and Ravi had its office job to return to, the present. As they chatted on the bench, Aarti glanced at her watch. It's getting late. Kaka must be tired of waiting.